Welcome back to Mwaki Insights, your go-to channel for the latest and most impactful geopolitical updates. Before we dive into today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let's get started. Burkina Faso made a bold move in early September 2024 when it nationalized two major gold mines. This isn't just about digging up shiny rocks. It is a declaration of economic independence. The world watches closely. What does this mean for Burkina Faso? What does it mean for the global gold market? The answers are far from certain. But one thing is clear, things are about to change. This small, landlocked nation in West Africa has often been overlooked, but not anymore. Burkina Faso is stepping onto the world stage. It is demanding control over its own destiny, and it's starting with gold. This decision has sent shockwaves through the mining industry. It has also sparked hope in the hearts of many in Burkina Faso. Could this be the start of a new era? An era of prosperity and self-determination? Only time will tell. The nationalization didn't happen overnight. It was the culmination of years of legal battles and growing social unrest. At the heart of the issue is Endeavour Mining, a Canadian multinational mining corporation that the local communities feel has been exploiting their resources. The $80 million settlement that led to the nationalization is seen by many as a victory for the local populace, but raises many questions about the future of foreign investments in the region. Endeavour had been operating the two major gold mines in Burkina Faso, Wahgnion and Boungou. The government accuses Endeavour of not paying its fair share of taxes. They also allege that the company wasn't doing enough to support local communities. Tensions rose, protests erupted. The people of Burkina Faso were tired of seeing their resources exploited. They demanded change while Endeavour denied any wrongdoing, arguing that they were a responsible corporate citizen. But the damage was already done. The trust was broken. The government decided to take action. Nationalization is the only option. In the short term, the nationalization of these mines is expected to boost Burkina Faso's economy. The government now has direct control over a significant portion of the country's gold production. On the one hand, the government has promised that the move will bring in more revenue. This money, they say, will be used to fund development projects in infrastructure, healthcare, and education. Schools, hospitals, roads, these are all desperately needed. However, there are concerns about the government's ability to manage these assets efficiently and whether the promised benefits will reach the average citizen. Will they maintain production levels? Will they attract the necessary expertise? These are valid questions. The international community also has its doubts. Some investors are spooked. They worry that this is a sign of things to come. Will other countries follow suit? Will this lead to a wave of resource nationalism? The future of global mining seems uncertain. Burkina Faso's decision has far-reaching implications. Looking ahead, nationalization could trigger a wave of resource nationalism across Africa. Countries with significant mineral wealth may follow suit, leading to a reconfiguration of the global gold market. Prices could rise as supply chains are disrupted, and foreign investors may become wary of putting their money into countries with unpredictable regulatory environments. This move could also alter Burkina Faso's diplomatic relations, particularly with Western nations that have strong mining interests in the region. But at least the message is clear: we will no longer be exploited. We will control our own resources. This has the potential to reshape global markets. For too long, a handful of multinational corporations have dominated the extraction and trade of natural resources. But now, the balance of power is shifting. Developing countries are starting to assert their rights. The gold market is particularly vulnerable. Burkina Faso is a relatively small player, but its actions could inspire others. What if other gold-producing nations followed suit? The price of gold could skyrocket. Investors are right to be nervous. Ripples across the region. West Africa takes note. Burkina Faso's decision will likely have ripple effects across West Africa and beyond. This could shift power dynamics within the region, potentially leading to new alliances and conflicts. Regional bodies like ECOWAS will play a crucial role in mediating these changes, but the future remains uncertain. This region is rich in natural resources, including gold, oil, and diamonds. But for too long, it has been plagued by poverty and instability. Burkina Faso's neighbors are watching closely. Ghana, Mali, Senegal. These countries are all grappling with similar challenges. Could resource nationalism be the answer? Could it be the key to unlocking their economic potential? There is a growing sense that a new era is dawning in West Africa. An era of self-reliance and regional cooperation. Countries are starting to realize that they don't have to play by the old rules. They can write their destinies. Africa's rise, the quest for economic sovereignty. This move by Burkina Faso is part of a broader trend across Africa, where countries are increasingly asserting their economic sovereignty. Across the continent, countries were taking control of their own economic destinies. The continent has long been seen as a source of raw materials for the global market, but nationalization efforts signal a desire to retain more control over these resources. They are investing in education, infrastructure, and technology. The African Continental Free Trade Area, or AFCFTA, is a testament to this new spirit of cooperation and self-reliance. This ambitious agreement aims to create the world's largest single market. While this approach has its risks, it also presents an opportunity for African nations to break free from neo-colonial economic patterns and chart their course toward development. It has the potential to transform Africa's economy. The world is starting to wake up to Africa's potential. No longer a continent in crisis, it is now seen as a land of opportunity. Investors are flocking to its shores, eager to be part of the African growth story. The world reacts, a mix of applause and apprehension. The international community is reacting to Burkina Faso's move with mixed feelings. Some are applauding the government's boldness. They are seeing it as a long overdue step towards greater autonomy and economic justice. Western countries and multinational corporations have voiced concerns. They are worrying about the potential for instability and economic mismanagement. The International Monetary Fund, or IMF, is expressing concern about the impact on foreign investment. They are urging the government to proceed with caution and to ensure transparency in the management of the mines. They say nationalization could lead to strained relations with key trade partners and may result in economic sanctions or reduced foreign aid. However, it could also inspire other nations in the global south to reconsider their economic strategies. The World Bank, on the other hand, is more optimistic. They are seeing it as an opportunity for Burkina Faso to leverage its natural resources for development. The mining industry is predictably critical. They are warning of dire consequences for the Burkinabe economy. They are arguing that nationalization will deter foreign investment and lead to a decline in production. But their warnings are ringing hollow to many in Burkina Faso. They have heard it all before. The road ahead, navigating the challenges and opportunities. The road ahead for Burkina Faso will be challenging, but also full of opportunity. The government has taken a bold step. Now, they have to deliver on their promises. They have to prove that they can manage the mines effectively and transparently. One of the biggest challenges will be to attract the necessary expertise. Mining is a complex business. It requires skilled labor and technical know-how. The government will need to invest in training and education to develop a local workforce capable of running the mines. Another challenge will be to ensure that the benefits of mining reach all Burkinabe citizens. Too often, the proceeds of resource extraction end up in the pockets of a corrupt elite. The government has to prioritize transparency and accountability to ensure that the wealth generated from the mines is used for the benefit of all. A new era, Burkina Faso's transformation and global implications. Burkina Faso's nationalization of its gold mines marks the beginning of a new era for the country and sends ripples throughout the global mining industry. It is a powerful statement about resource sovereignty and the determination of developing nations to take control of their own destinies. The success or failure of this endeavor will depend on a multitude of factors, including the government's ability to manage the mines effectively, attract foreign investment, and ensure that the benefits of mining reached all citizens. The world will be watching closely as Burkina Faso embarks on this new chapter in its history. Its experience could serve as a valuable lesson for other resource-rich nations seeking to chart a path towards sustainable development and economic independence. Lessons learned: the future of resource management. The nationalization of Burkina. Faso's gold mines provides a valuable case study for the future of resource management in a world grappling with climate change, inequality, and the need for sustainable development. It highlights the growing tension between the desire of multinational corporations to maximize profits and the right of sovereign nations to control their resources for the benefit of their people. The international community has a responsibility to support developing nations in their efforts to manage their resources responsibly and equitably. This includes providing technical assistance, capacity building, and access to fair and transparent markets for their resources. The future of resource management depends on finding a balance between economic development, environmental sustainability, and social justice. It requires a shift away from the extractive model of the past towards a more circular and regenerative approach that values the well-being of both people and the planet. A call to action towards a more equitable and sustainable future. The nationalization of Burkina Faso's gold mines is a call to action for the international community to work together towards a more equitable and sustainable future. It is a reminder that the pursuit of profit should never come at the expense of human rights, environmental protection, or the sovereignty of nations. Governments, corporations, and civil society organizations have a role to play in creating a fairer and more just system for the management of natural resources. This includes promoting transparency and accountability, investing in renewable energy and sustainable technologies, and ensuring that the benefits of economic growth are shared more equitably. The challenges are complex and interconnected, but the potential rewards are immense. By working together, we could create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, and where future generations will inherit a healthy and abundant planet. As Burkina Faso navigates this new chapter, the world will be watching closely. The success or failure of this nationalization effort could have far-reaching implications, not just for Burkina Faso, but for the entire global economy. Will this be a turning point for Africa's economic independence, or will it lead to unforeseen challenges? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The decision to nationalize these gold mines marks a significant moment in the history of Burkina Faso and beyond. Thank you for watching Mwaki Insights. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of global geopolitical events. What are your thoughts on Burkina Faso's nationalization of gold mines? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll see you in the next video.